Well, welcome to another show, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know, from Lake Arrowhead, California. And why are we in Lake Arrowhead, as usually with this show? Simply because you ought to know. But we're here today to try a unique eating experience. Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about Lake Arrowhead Village. We're going to be talking about Lake Arrowhead. And we're going to talk about some of the great shopping and entertainment here. But today we're focusing on some of the food. And today we're going to visit an establishment called Belgain Waffle Works right here, a popular place at Lake Arrowhead Village. We've come to the mountains of San Bernardino County, and we're here only because of one item. It's Belgian waffles, and we're going to find out why they're so popular. The place really packs up, and we're going to find out on this show what it is you need to know. Simply because, and of course you're watching, you ought to know. Stay with us, everybody. Belgian waffles coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know, and we're up at the top of the mountain today. We're in Lake Arrowhead, and of course, a big viewer audience here of Odyssey Television, Channel 6. But let's get right to it. Gina, first off, introduce yourself.
Yes, hello. My name is Gina Walters.
And Gina, you are the owner of a well-established place here, well-known place. Tell us the name of
The name of the place is called the Belgian Waffle Works.
All right, now let's talk about, first off, let's talk about Lake Arrowhead. Beautiful lake here. We're on the outside. Restaurants adjacent to us. Right across from you, the Arrowhead Queen, where people can come up and take a tour of Lake Arrowhead. Now, let's talk about Lake Arrowhead first. The lake is a private lake, correct?
Yes, it is a private lake. And it is also a man-made lake. There is a dam across the lake. And the lake is full this year.
Well, it is full. In fact, we've got ducks. Look at all the fish. You can see baby ducks, adolescents. We've got them all out here. The season is right. But, when we talk about Lake Arrowhead, we talk about not only the beauty of Lake Arrowhead, but there's a lot of challenges here, too. You guys have had fires and weather here.
Yes, several past fall seasons, actually 2 or 3 of them, there have been some pretty extensive fires on the mountain, and the Forest Service and the county is working hard to clear all those dead trees. I know in Lake Arrowhead that they've done, the project is just huge, and they're working towards Running Springs now, and then they will get that cleared as well, and then up in Big Bear Lake.
Well, it really is a full-time job, not only when the fires are here, that's an immediate situation, but the Fire Service, the Forest Service, the county, they all have to be involved year-round, don't they?
Yes, this is a real community effort up here as far as keeping our area safe. Several of the locals and sorry, stop.
That's okay.
Are professionals, and we all work hard to keep our mountain safe. And with the summer season coming up as well, we just want it to be a safe and beautiful environment for families and people to come enjoy.
Well, it certainly is that. Let's take a walk as we do that, and they can see the beauty of the lake, and people out are boating today. The weather's fine, but even when the weather changes and it becomes winter weather season here, snow is here, and ice and fog on the mountain and all those things, people still come to Lake Arrowhead.
Oh, yeah. The weekends are big up here still. Families want to come and buy sleds and just see the snow. It's only really 30 to 40 minutes from the bottom of the hill, depending on the weather. And if they come up and are safe with that, depending on the weather, then we welcome people all year round here, really.
Well, it is an all-season place. There's certainly something for everybody. The summer sports, the winter sports are here, the fun of the lake, the snow, and so on. But let's talk now about Belgian Waffle Works. We're headed that direction right here in Lake Arrowhead Village. And you have been the owner of the establishment for how long?
Approximately 2 years.
Yeah, but there's a history there because you actually started working here as an employee, right?
Yes, I started working here in 1998. Was a server for about 6 or 7 years, and then became assistant manager, and then actually manager. And the business was actually offered to me in 2005. It took about 6 months to complete all that, and Chris and I took over in May of 2006.
And Chris is
my husband.
All right. So you took over in 2006, but you certainly had the opportunity as an employee, as an assistant manager, moving up, learning the skills of what this business was about. You certainly knew what the potential was.
Yes, and the old owners, Bob and Mary, not that they're old, but they taught me several aspects of the business before I took over. So that's really what took the 6 months, and I really did learn a lot. Working at this establishment prior 8 years, and then all my life I have been in the food industry, so I really do feel like I was prepared somewhat, and to just have such a great opportunity, I really do feel blessed with that.
Well, the establishment here, the Belgian Waffle Works, I can remember coming here years and years and years ago. So when did Belgian Waffle Works, when was this established?
Actually, it was the first restaurant and the first business in 1982 after the village burned. And the underneath of this whole walkway was actually storage. So the Belgian Waffle Works was the first business and the first restaurant on Dockside, and that was in 1982. So I really feel like we're sort of an icon for the village, and we all do work hard to keep that name.
Well, I got to tell you, as we're shooting this show today, we are here during the week. We can tell everybody this is a Wednesday as we're doing the show. And people are enjoying, you've got patio seating. We're going to see more of that this afternoon while we're here. People are inside the restaurant, but I can tell you on a Saturday or a Sunday or a holiday weekend, whatever it is, they are packed in the walkways here because there's people everywhere trying to get into Belgian Waffle Works, aren't there?
Yes, and I do feel that my menu is extensive enough to really offer a wide range of foods, and you'll see that later. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do have extended hours from Memorial through Labor Day, and I do offer dinner specials. I keep my menu prices fair, I believe, so I can still have a huge local support, and Chris and I really have a lot of fun with the dinners as well.
Well, you do get the local support, don't you? Because the locals support it, but you get a lot of the people that travel up the mountain, as it were, to get here.
Right. I get several local support, but the tourism up in Lake Arrowhead has really been established through the management company and the concert series that they're doing. I really feel like the mountain is a huge place to come, and just to even have a great day. Even if it's a full day, you wouldn't necessarily have to spend the night here. It's not that far away.
Right. Now, it is close. You can be here 30, 45 minutes from most of the local Inland Empire areas, or an hour or so just outside LA County. So you can certainly get here. And from our area in the high desert, the mountain resort areas, it's just a few minutes away to Belgian Waffle Works.
Right. And I do feel a day trip is definitely a big part of people's it should be a big part of people's summer plans. There are things to do for a whole family up here, and to shop and eat at all the establishments. And it's about 25 degrees cooler up here most days in the summertime, so that really does offer a nice cool day for everyone.
Well, it's even cooler inside. We're headed inside to Belgian Waffle Works. Stay with us, everybody. Why are we here in Lake Arrowhead Village at Belgian Waffle Works? We're going to try the food, and we're going to learn more about the history. Why? Because you ought to know. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, you ought to know, in Lake Arrowhead Village, and I'm at Belgian Waffle Works, a well-established, well-known place for food if you want to come to Lake Arrowhead Village. Of course, a lot of shopping here. We mentioned that. A lot of seasonal activities here at Lake Arrowhead. We mentioned that. Gina, introduce yourself again.
Yes, I'm Gina Walters, and I'm the owner of the Belgian Waffle Works.
Gina, you became the owner a couple of years ago. You certainly had some history of people just joining us. You worked here as an employee, you became the assistant manager, and then the opportunity presented itself to buy this establishment. And on a busy weekend, how many people will you serve?
We serve on a busy weekend between 600 and 700 people in the restaurant and on the patio. And so I feel like our staff really works hard to be, that's a complete full day for us, and we hope everyone's happy when they leave. That's our job, really, to make sure everyone's happy and well fed.
Well, the name implies, Belgian Waffle Works implies a lot of Belgian waffles being served. Does 90% of the people order Belgian waffles?
I would say all day long, yes. I have 14 choices on the menu. It varies from a meal such as the Benedict Belgium or a Brussels Belgium to a sweeter version of, say, the hot apple Annie or the peanutty.
Now, wait a minute. Describe what that is.
The hot apple Annie would be a half a waffle with our special gourmet cinnamon ice cream topped with the other half of the waffle and our special cinnamon spice. Warm spiced apples, raisins, walnuts, light whipped cream, and then a cinnamon spice on top of that. And so that's more of a dessert version of the waffle.
So you say?
So I say, it's light whipped cream. And then the Benedict and the Brussels are more of the meal waffle, even though they are with the waffle. They're more of a meat-filling breakfast type or brunch waffle. And we do offer those all day long, and I do sell those all day long. So my menu is a variety of selections, but the waffles serve as almost one page of my menu.
Now, did the menu change at all when you started and opened the restaurant? Let's come on out in the restaurant a little bit. When you took over, did you change or add anything?
I did add about 2 items to have some healthier choices and versions for people with dietary needs, but I did want to keep most of the menu items consistent with the 25 years that we've been in business. I didn't want to change something that already worked, and it is our still exclusive waffle mix, which I do sell online. I have a website for that, and we sell our exclusive waffle mix and our spices.
Let's talk about the website. How do people find you on the internet?
Okay, the website is it's www.belgianwaffle.com.
Belgianwaffle.com.
Yes, sir. And through that website, you can order, and I do check it out every day, and I ship it the following day, if not the same day, priority. And I ship all over the world. And I also have my spices available. And we're looking to add some more items on our website as well.
Well, I spotted one item I got to try today. I'm going to get the cinnamon maple syrup. Is that right?
Oh, the cinnamon maple syrup. Yes, and I do have a private selection of the syrups and jams and jellies on my shelf for sale as well.
I saw that. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about expansion, because you got some exciting news. You told me off camera here a little bit ago you're actually going to be expanding. Now, I've known this dining room for about the 25 years, but you're going to expand, aren't you?
Yes, there's almost 800 square feet that we're actually going next door.
Through this wall?
Through this wall in about a month, and we are still going to keep the whole look of the restaurant the same, but we're just looking to expand the kitchen and also expand the dining room as well, because in the winter months, when it is actually too cold to sit on the patio without heaters, then I will have about 6 more tables in the dining room, so we'll be able to serve the public a little bit better.
Well, and you mentioned it there, serving the public is what it's about. The turnover rate on the weekend, how many people do you think you serve on a weekend?
On a weekend, without using the patio at this time, it's very limited because I only have 9 tables. But I do feel with the expansion that I'll certainly be able to up that on an individual I'd say we serve about 400 to 500.
That's a nice weekend.
Yes, that's a successful weekend.
All right, we're going to find out about Belgian waffles. We're going to head to the kitchen next, and then we're going to try the food. And we're here at Belgian Waffle Works, Lake Arrowhead Village. Why? Simply because you ought to know. Stay with us, everybody. Apples and cinnamon? Wow. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, you ought to know. Lake Arrowhead Village is where I am at the Belgian Waffle Works, and you can see there, look at that. The batter's going in. Gina Walters, the owner here at Belgian Waffle Works. Gina, describe what we're seeing here.
We are seeing the 3 commercial irons, which take up almost, as you can see, a good portion of my kitchen. And these work all day long, actually. I have 6 of them, 3 as a reserve in the back. These waffle irons actually are not the type that you can actually purchase anymore. So we do work hard at keeping them clean and functioning. They make a special waffle. It's about 3 inches in height. And they take about 3 minutes to cook. I do have a multigrain, which is a little bit a healthier version. And I have my regular exclusive mix as well, going all day.
All right, now the batter that you're using, any secrets there?
Well,
You grinned a little bit.
Well, the special recipe is something that is made for us in Orange County, and we pick that up once a week in the summer. And we pick up about 20 cases of our exclusive waffle mix, which is also sold online. And that's a special recipe that is pretty much a secret.
All right, then I'm not going to impose. I'm not going to ask the secret, okay? We'll just enjoy the waffles. All right, he's turned it over. I saw the iron turn, and you say you have 3 in reserve. Do you ever take these out and do community events or any of that sort of thing?
Yes, for some of the benefits on the mountain, I have one of the waffle makers that is a 120 outlet, so I can use one of those. And these are all on 220.
Yeah, I see that back there. So they're running a lot of power. These are running all the time. When the restaurant's open, you've got the waffle irons going, don't you?
These are running on the weekday, I'd say about 12 hours, and on the weekend about 15 hours. So they are running all day, and I just hope that they work for about 20 more years.
All right, we're headed out to the table. We've got food coming. I want to see, is this one going to come out here soon?
Soon? Almost.
Almost?
Yeah, almost.
They're getting close. So as they're preparing the waffles, give me an estimate. How many waffles will be prepared just today?
Today, on a summer day, I'd say at least 150 to 200 waffles.
That's a lot of dough. I mean waffles.
That's a lot of waffles.
All right, here we go. Let's head out to the table.
Okay.
Now, Gina, as we head out here, the restaurant's going to be expanded. How many tables do you think you'll add?
I'm hoping about 6 tables and then some retail on the shelves.
All right, so your retail and your internet access, again, BelgianWaffle.com. People can go there, but you sell a lot of merchandise that way, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do sell, and that keeps it open for people who frequent the area and who leave the area wanting to purchase my waffle mix after they leave Lake Arrowhead Village.
Okay. Well, let's head out in the patio. We're in the patio area now, and we're going to check out the food and the situation and see just what was ordered here. My gosh. Now, I see this one. I can tell right there. That's probably, I don't see strawberry, so that's banana and...
This is the banana cream waffle. There is actually a layer of vanilla ice cream in there somewhere, and there actually is a waffle in there somewhere.
All right, and then over there I see strawberries with waffle.
This is the Monte Cristo waffle with the turkey ham and Swiss cheese melted inside and the condiments on the side. And this is more of our brunch brunch, lunch, breakfast item that is pretty filling as well.
Okay.
And then the Benedict with the turkey, Canadian bacon, 2 poached eggs, olives, and our homemade hollandaise sauce.
All right. And this looks like some sort of a club sandwich, so more like a lunch meal.
Yes. This is one of our lunch items with our waffle fries, and that's the club sandwich.
Okay.
And then we have the peach melba, which is our peaches on top of a warmed waffle. With our special Melba sauce and light whipped cream topped with that. And then in the middle of the table, those are our homemade cinnamon rolls that we make here.
Now, are those popular up here? Because I've not had your cinnamon roll.
Yes, they are actually. I do sell a lot of those. If there's a special fun day on someone's table, such as a birthday or an anniversary, I will give that as a complimentary item.
Okay, so we actually have 5 birthdays out here today, so that's 5 cinnamon rolls. No, I'm not. That's modern math. But we are going to enjoy the food here in just a minute. So when we talk about your menu items and things that you've done, you mentioned you even did some things that are sugar-free or for people that think about sugar and diabetes. Yes,
I do have some healthier choices on the menu. A fruit platter, and the multigrain waffle is actually half of the calories and fat, and there's no dairy or egg in that. And I have oatmeal and things like that available, and the lunch items with the salads.
And people can certainly not only get the waffles and the waffle items like we've seen here, but they can also get the standard omelets and eggs and so forth.
Actually, I don't have the omelets on the menu, but I do offer eggs with onions and cheese or fresh vegetables in them, and I have egg whites, egg substitutes, and things like that. So I feel like I do have a lot of choices on my menu for such a kind of a small personal restaurant.
All right. The website, if you want more information, belgianwaffle.com. That's where people can go, and you can actually order products there. Do you take reservations?
Yes, I do, for parties of 6 or more. Not on holiday weekends, of course. It's first come, first serve, but you may call and put your name on the list.
All right. What number do I need to call for those reservations?
Okay, that would be 909-337-5222.
All right, that's the number you want to call. Get the reservations in. We're here at Lake Arrowhead Village at Belgian Waffle Works. Gina Walters here with me, the owner. Right now, we're getting ready to try some of the great food. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going to be right back to wrap it up, simply because you ought to know. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Jim Hall, you ought to know, at Lake Arrowhead Village. Belgian Waffle Works is where we are, and we're here up on the San Bernardino County Mountains and enjoying the weather, the food. And Gina Walters, the owner of Belgian Waffle Works, congratulations on, a long-standing history here with the Belgian Waffle Works.
Yes, I've been here since 1998, and I am the proud owner of a beautiful establishment here. I have the location and the food and the staff to really to please the customers who come up, whether it be locals or tourists, and we really appreciate everyone coming up. It's such a beautiful area here in Lake Arrowhead.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for having us up here. And why did we come to Lake Arrowhead Village? Well, take a look at this. I'm having peaches. Oh, there's all kinds of banana waffles, cinnamon rolls, so much more. That's why we're here. Lake Arrowhead Village is where we are. Belgian Waffle Works. You can look it up or go to the website, belgianwaffle.com. I'm Jim Hall for You Ought to Know, and that's why we're here, simply because you ought to know. Come try the waffles. You'll love it. See you next time, everybody.